Hi, it's Kat. So originally I wasn't going to do a voiceover for this video, but I got really just anxious at the idea of having my original voice and like in the video and everything. You know, I'm still doing a voiceover now. I don't really know, for some reason my brain thought this was a better idea. So basically I'm doing a sketchbook tour. The other day when I was at Michael's, I got this sketchbook for about like 10 bucks since it was on sale. And the thing about this sketchbook is that all the pages are just pure black and everything. So I decided, like, can I finish this whole sketchbook in one night? The answer is no. I could not finish the sketchbook in one night. So starting yesterday around like 8:50 p.m. to today, and it's now like 6 something p.m. for me, I try my best to fill out all the pages. There's 40 pages in total, and I think I got to 30 pages. I think there was 10 left by the time I was actually like done. So starting off, I started off with testing out a bunch of markers and like Prismacolors and stuff like that. So that was the first page and everything. So since this was just like a sketchbook tour, I didn't want to focus on like actually doing like big pieces or anything like that. I just simply wanted to like have fun with actually like drawing and stuff like that, since sketchbooks were just meant to be something just to get like your ideas down and everything. So starting off, I started off with this one drawing with sketching it out first, and then I used different color pencils. So when it came to like regular like white color pencils, I noticed that it wasn't really working too well, but except my Prismacolors, those work amazingly on black paper, even with like different colors and everything. So I had this really nice gold marker that I was using at first, but literally on the same drawing, mind you, it was my first time using it, it died out. Like, it was starting to become streaky and everything, which was really upsetting since I actually wanted to use it for more of them. So moving on, I had this one drawing, and since I use like a lot of glitter and stuff just in like my regular life and everything, I was using the gold glitter and stuff like that for it. As you can see here, the blue like popped up very well on the black paper, and then just using the rest of that marker, I made the eye gold and everything. I tried adding some text and everything, but unfortunately, like, my handwriting isn't the greatest. It's not terrible, but it definitely, my calligraphy, I think is the word, could definitely be like better and everything. And then I also had like this ruler for circles and everything, but they didn't really come out that good. Moving on, this one I just sketched out with pencil. It was supposed to be a man, like a king, and then I went over it with marker, and while drawing it I was like, I should have not done the marker. Like, I was messing up so bad on this one. But that was the whole point of like the sketchbook, was just to have like failed drawings in it too. And then I think after this page, it was okay. I'm not really good at drawing men, so I really try my best not to. This one was my most favorite, but also my least favorite. I had a lot of stickers and stuff that I also bought the same day and everything, since they were also on like clearance. I really like the gold. I like the glitter. I wish it stuck more. And then like the glue stick that I was using at the same time for this page literally was not drying. I think I took an hour on this page only just to try my best to wait for it to dry, and it still hasn't dried, not even to this day. Like, if I were to still touch it and everything, my fingers are still like sticking to the paper. So luckily I was able to get a picture of it, but I'm kind of just waiting for the point where it like glues itself to the other page, since it just will not dry out or anything. But this one was really fun to do, and I really did enjoy making it and everything. I tried my best with the gold marker and stuff like that. As you can see, as I'm touching it, it's still like literally like sticking and everything. And then I used the rest of like my gold paper and stuff on that one. For this one, I don't hate it, but I wish I did something else besides like just gluing down the gold paper first and everything. I think that really messed me up on what I actually wanted to draw. So I ended up getting like more black paper, drawing on that one instead, and that one was instead of my like white marker and everything. And I was trying to do like just one line and stuff like that, just to try to see if I can like follow it, have fun with it and everything. I also used a lot of stickers for this one. I tried my best to use the rest of the gold marker just to see if I can get like even more out of it, because I wasn't gonna let that thing go to waste. So this one was okay. I enjoyed it. This one was me just writing out my name with like different fonts and stuff like that. I found this really big font and I was like, I really like that, so I decided to copy it down. So it says cats, and then at the bottom it has like more of those like stickers and papers that I found like glued in. I use a silver marker for this, but it was watercolor, so it's a bit too like translucent for me and everything. I would definitely go back over it and stuff like that. And then for this page, I have this one drawing. I drew the hand first, and then I realized that I messed up, so I didn't draw arms or anything. I liked how she came out for the most part. I wish the gold was working. I'm gonna be non-stop talking about this gold marker. But anyways, I outlined her, and then I added some text to it because I didn't just want it to be like one drawing, just like in the vast sea of like the void. So I thought if I add some writing to it, that would help a lot. Even though I really don't know what to write, I feel like when it came to writing stuff inside this notebook, in my head it sounded nice, but then when I actually like put it on paper, I got like nervous, since I knew that I wanted to like show these drawings or make a video out of them, that I was like, I like literally became afraid, like in my own like writing. It's not even like it's my face or anything, I just got nervous. Then again, I get nervous about like almost everything. So this one was another tester page. This one was me actually testing out the Prismacolors. So I took out different types of Prismacolors that I saw like certain colors that I thought might work well and everything. The gold, I don't know if it really shows up that well. The gold looks amazing like in real life and everything. Like that one worked very well. Also the silver and stuff. So I was happy about that because I could just use that instead of the marker. All the other colors came out pretty good. The blue came out pretty good. This one was me testing out anime, since I always used to want to draw anime, and that's what I actually started off drawing with. And because of that, I skipped a lot of the basics and everything. So now I feel like my drawings and stuff like that, they look wonky. Like you can tell like they look wonky and everything. And even now, like I still don't know what I actually want in art or like what I want to draw or anything. So that was me just kind of drawing like this anime girl, and then at the text it was me just basically talking about like how much I used to love it. Like I actually used to sit down and watch it, and now I kind of just doom scroll away. Oopsies. Fortunately I became a bit too addicted to the internet. Whoops. This one was an unfinished drawing that I did not realize that I have not finished yet or anything, but I'm gonna go back to color it and everything. So I guess I'll call this like part 1 of the sketchbook tour and everything. This was based off of these big old anime eyes that I saw. So I drew the eyes first, and then I drew the rest of the face and everything. And I decided I'm gonna make the eyes purple and everything. So when I ever show the sketchbook again, that's what's gonna be in there. Things like that. This one was based off of Pinterest. Also, a lot of my drawings are like based off of things I see off of Pinterest, I will admit. This one was based off this one mermaid, and I loved how she looked, and so I did her with Prismacolor and everything. And I noticed when I went over like the white Prismacolor of like different colors, it made it even more vibrant. So I enjoyed this one a lot. Let's see what else was in here. Okay, the angel alphabet. So I didn't know what to fill out the sketchbook with. I was running out of like ideas and stuff, so I decided to do more fonts. This one's called the angel alphabet, but when I was looking on Pinterest, it had another name. Like I found like the same Pinterest board but with a completely different name, so I don't know what this is actually called. But at the bottom I put like, I feel like this would be hell to write with, like really fast and everything. It would probably be great for like journals and stuff like that to have like a secret code. The color I noticed came up really nice on camera instead of like in person. In person it kind of just looks very, very dull, so I was glad that it photographed well. These 2 pages were me actually like going back to the back of one of the pages. I love drawing Pusheen, so is Pusheen a girl or a boy? I actually don't really know. So I drew them and everything as a ghost. This one was just me doodling and everything and talking about how like my ADHD medication, like mentally I feel like it makes me overthink, but then sometimes when I actually want to put that thinking to something else, the brain fog like immediately like shows up and like ruins everything. So I was like, okay, alright, ADHD meds, thank you. This one was a side profile based off of another artist that I found. I just wanted to copy it and everything, since I was like, I really don't draw men. I really don't know how to draw men, so I wanted to try my best with that and everything, except I messed up. So I started off with the white pencil and everything, and I kept on like messing up with his face and stuff like that. These ones were fonts done, but okay, another font, except it was like a cat font and everything, so I was like, okay, let me try my best to write out my name, right? Terrible idea. I barely had any idea like which letters I was actually writing down. And I had to like count it out and be like, okay, which letter is this? Let me figure this out and everything. So that one was interesting to do and everything. But overall, I still enjoyed it. This one is my favorite. So this one was me gathering a bunch of different ideas from like a whole bunch of different artists and stuff like that. Like the eyebrows are from one drawing, the eyes are from another drawing. The head shape is already from like a completely different like artist. And I took the nose and mouth from another artist here that's really popular on YouTube and everything, because I thought it would look good. Not only that, luckily my gold marker, I was not gonna let that thing die, came into use and everything, and I was actually able to do something with it, which I enjoyed. I added the choker, the earrings and stuff like that, and I went to the background with like the gold and stuff like that. This was just me writing and everything. Unfortunately, it's a black sketchbook, so I had to put something emo in there. So I was basically just scrolling through Pinterest, like my journaling board and everything, trying to be like, what should I put in here? These upcoming drawings were ones that I just did like sketches of, except I didn't really like how they came out like at all. I don't hate them, but I kind of just told myself when it came to like any random drawings, I was just gonna go back over them with like oil pastels and just fix them up like that. This one was another like bad sketch and everything. It was supposed to be like a unicorn and a mermaid. Don't know where I was going with that one. was also like another really weird mess up one. So I started off with like all those like random shapes first before I drew the guy's head because I wanted to make it look like he was appearing behind them, but I was like, oh, I just should have sketched it out. This one was just a random doodle because I was like, I'm only drawing a lot of heads now, no bodies or anything, so I was doing that. And since I was eating gummies, that's why it says yummy yummy gummy on there and everything. I still enjoyed how that one came out, weirdly enough. I liked how she looks and everything, except as you know, I still haven't drawn the other eye. So besides that one, this one was a candle, not a candelabra, that's the one with the 3 candles, right? Yes, okay, so this one was just me finding this one photo of a candle on Pinterest, and then I added the face and everything after drawing it and stuff like that. I have been really into like the Rubber Hose art style, so that's why I give it the face like that. If this was me venting about how I don't know what I want to do with art or anything, or how to really feel about my artwork and stuff like that, like how to have fun with it or anything. And then this one also has like a little swan drawing with it and stuff like that, since oh gosh, I need to add a counter of like how many times I say stuff like that on here. Okay, so now we're getting into like the gesture drawings and everything. So this one, they're all like, I think, nude gesture drawings and stuff like that. Since I was like, I really don't draw bodies, let me get back into that. This one took 5 minutes for me to do since it was timed. This one was another 5-minute one. I don't hate it, but I wrote the note like, so the way how her head was, it was tilting up, and for some reason I just can't draw like head angles properly. So it kind of just looks like her chin is like, just has a really deep shadow, even though I didn't want that for this one. But I actually still enjoyed how it came out, and I like how the colors like really popped on here. This one was one of a man. It wasn't terrible. I like this one a lot more than I think the last one, but definitely something about like drawing like the male bodies and stuff like that, especially if it's like in different poses. I struggle with like a lot and everything, so that's something that I do want to like work on a lot more, like just when it comes to artwork and things like that. Okay, and then for like the last drawing, I did Haruhi from Oranheso Host Club, and I just wrote a little note about how I was feeling about like gender and stuff like that. So usually when my sketchbooks, or if I'm done with a sketchbook, I'll draw them in there and everything, and then like that's how I always finish off my notebooks and everything. I don't know why, they're like my comfort character. And as you can see, I did 30 pages out of 40. I left the 10 other pages for like certain drawings I wanted to do in this one. And then I told myself, since after this challenge is over, I want to go back to all the other pages and draw like the backside of them and everything. So I'm gonna make another video of how this one's gonna look. And I actually do want to like decorate the sketchbook, since I do have like a bunch of like gold beading and stuff to like go with it. At this point, I noticed that there's a drawing that I actually like skipped over, I'm pretty sure. So this one was based off of this like gothic potted plant, like planter. I think it was a cup that I saw, but I just turned it into like a planter and everything. And I was like, what if you have like this spiky grass coming out and that's like her hair and stuff like that. Anyways, that's my little sketchbook tour. Thank you for listening to my very anxious and nervous rambling.